Good morning students and welcome to our YouTube channel Eng.Med Remodels. So in the previous video we are just going through the chapter number 7, that is things around us. So in the previous video we have seen about the things. So there are two types of the things, that is living things and non-living things. So what are living things? Means the living thing just having a cell. Okay, then after non-living things like fan, light, table, benches, mobile phones, then that all are the non-living things. And secondly, we have seen the topic that was living things are made up of cell. Living things are made up of cell. So in that we have seen that all what is first of all cell. The smallest structural and the functional unit of the organism, that is known as the cell. Okay students, so here all we have seen is the similar type of the cells, means similar functions together forms a tissue. Okay, and all this similar tissue, similar function tissue just forms what? Tissue forms an organ. And this organs together forms an organ system. Organ system. Okay, and then after this organ system, different organ system forms the organism. Okay, so this is the organism. Then after here, what we have seen. So here, what is first of all cell? Then after this similar cells together forms a tissue. This similar tissues this forms the organ. This organ forms the organ system, and at last becomes the organism. Okay, so here let us read the things which we have done yesterday. That was, we can group things around us into living things or non-living things. Plants and animals are living things. Books, table, water and rocks are some non-living things. Living things have certain characteristics that makes them different from non-living things. Let us learn about these things in detail. Living things are made up of cells. Living things are made up of cells, which are the building blocks of the body. A cell is the smallest structural and the functional unit of the organism. A group of similar cells performing a particular function forms a tissue. A group of tissues performing a particular function in the body forms an organ. A group of organs work together to perform a particular life process such as digestion or respiration forms an organ system. Okay. Then after this, all things make the human being or the organism. Okay, then after these organisms are further divided into two types, that is according to the cell it is divided two types, that is unicellular organisms and the multicellular organisms. So first of all, what is the unicellular organisms? The organism which have only one cell, that is known as the unicellular organism. So in that, these one cell do all the body work, in by the one cell. And in multicellular organisms, the organisms having more than one cell, that is known as the multicellular organism. And this all the different works are done by the different cells. Now here, these organisms which are made up of just one cell each, amoeba and euglena are examples. In such organisms, all life processes are carried out by the single cell. Such organisms are called the unicellular organisms that are made up of more than one cell are called the multicellular. Okay. Now here, moving further to the new topic, that is so here our new topic, living things move and respond to stimuli. Living things move and respond to stimuli. Okay, so here, first of all, why the living things move? Okay, why the living things move? So here we can say that the living things move from one place to another place for in search of food, water, shelter and other things. So here we can say that living things can move on their own. Animals move from place to place for the several reasons, such as here I am just writing this, that is to search for food, water, okay, and the next one for the to accept, escape from danger, and third one, that is to accept from harsh weather condition. Harsh weather conditions. Okay. So this is the three things why the animal move. So the first one, that is to search for food and water, to escape from dangers and to escape from harsh weather conditions. Here the next is, although plants do not move from one place to the another place, they however show movement of certain parts such as leaves and roots in response to change in their immediate environment. So here animals just move, but plants just does not move. Why? So here it is given, plants do not move from one place to another they however show movement of certain parts such as leaves and roots and respond to the change in their immediate environment. Okay, and here they have given the example of the touch-me-not plant, that is, the leaves of the touch-me-not plants curl up when we touch them. So this is the example of the move or to the respond to the stimuli. As you just touch that plant, the leaves of that will curl. Okay, so here it is. Thus, in the case of the touch-me-not plant, the touch is the stimulus and the curling up of the leaves is the response. Here, a change in the immediate environment, an organism which produces a change in the activities of the organism is called stimulus, and the reaction of the organisms to the stimulus is called its response. So here, what is stimulus? So the stimulus, a change in the immediate environment of an organism which produce a change in the activities of the organism is called a stimulus. Okay. Secondly, that is the reaction of an organism to a stimulus is called its response. Okay, it's called its response. So, this is all about the living things move and respond to the stimuli. So here, why does the first of all the animal move? So animal move to search for food and water, to escape from danger and to escape from harsh weather conditions. So for this, all the animals move from one place to the another, and also for their shelter. Okay. Then after, plants do not move from one place to the another. They, however, show movements of the certain parts such as leaves and roots in response to the change in their immediate environment. So here the plants cannot move from one place to the another place. So what it moves? It just moves its parts of the plants that were leaves and the such roots. Okay, they just move. Why? So they just immediate move due to the immediate change in the environment. They just move. Okay, here they have just taken and touch-me-not plant, that example, that was what? If you just touch the touch-me-not plant leaves, then what will happen? The leaves will curl up. Okay, so here it is that a change in the immediate environment of an organism which produce a change in the activity of the organism is called a stimulus. The reaction of an organism to a stimulus is called its response. Okay, students? So that is all. Now, here you just write down this. I am just giving you some time. Okay, students, have you written down this? Now moving towards the new topic. So here, new is living things grow. So a new topic, that is living things grow. Okay, living things grow. So here, that is, can you still wear the clothes of the same size as you do in the class 3? So here they are asking us that when you were in the class 3, you wear the same uniform which you are wearing in the class 6. No, you are not wearing that. Okay, why? Because it size is small and here your size is bigger. So you just grow from 3rd standard to the 6th standard. Your height, the body and all the things are changed. Okay, so here you possibly cannot, because you are now likely bigger than you were in class 3. All things, all living things, whether plants or animals, grow. For example, a child grow into an adult and a small plants go into the bigger plants. Growth is the living thing cannot be reversed. An adult cannot be become a baby again, and non-living things do not grow. So here all the living thing in this one, there is only one point here, that is all living things grow things, whether plant or animal. Grow. Okay. And here they have given the example, that is a child grows into an adult and a small plant grows into big plant. And here non-living thing non-living thing do not grow. Okay, non-living things do not grow. Here, living things grow means all the living things, that is animals, plants, human beings, all the living things just grow. How they have just given example. They have just said that the uniform which you just wear in the class 3, can you wear in the class 6? No, because it is very small and your height and the body just increases, so you can't wear that. Okay, so in that way, from that you can say that your growth is happy. So here all living things, whether plants or animals, grow. Okay, a child grows into an adult and a small plant grows into the big plant. But we just can grow to the go to the forward, we can't come backward. A child can grow to the adult, but adult cannot go to the child. Okay, non-living things do not grow. So living things all grow, non-living thing doesn't grow. Okay students, so please write down this. Okay students, I will written down this. Now moving to another topic. So another one, that is living thing living things excrete So here it is. While carrying out different life processes, organ system, produce certain harmful byproduct that must be removed from the body okay. And here most animals read such wastes in the form of here most animals get rid of such waste in the form of sweat, urine and carbon dioxide okay. And plants get rid of wastes in the form of gums, resin, etc. And lastly, non-living things do not excrete non-living things do not excrete okay. So this is all about the living thing excrete. So here the first point, that is, while carrying out the different life processes, organ system produce certain harmful byproducts that must be removed from the body. So here in our body also some of the harmful byproducts are produced, but we have to just excrete that, or else if they are not excreted, what will happen? It will harm to our body. And here most animals get rid of such wastes in the form of sweat, urine and carbon dioxide. Then after, plants get rid of wastes in the form of gum, resins, etc. and non-living things do not excrete. So this is all about the living thing excrete. Okay students, now moving forward, before that you just write down this. I am just giving you some time. Okay students, have you written down this? Now please write down your homework. So in your homework, you have to do is, first of all, living things move and respond to stimuli. Another living things that was grow, and the another one living things excrete. So this all the things you have to write in your homework and submit in your respective groups. I think from the next video we will just meet directly live. Okay students, as you have heard the news that the 6 to 8 standard are opening, so I think in the next video we will meet live. Okay students, bye.